Hello everyone, fellow explorers of history and mythology. Today, we embark on an enchanting journey into the mystical world of ancient Egyptian deities. Join us as we uncover the captivating tales and divine mysteries surrounding the gods and goddesses that once reigned over the sands of ancient Egypt. Discover their stories, their powers, and the enduring legacy they left behind. So grab your adventurer's hat and journey with us into the heart of ancient myth and wonder. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Unexpected World for more mythological explorations. Let's unlock the secrets of the past together. Nephthys, in ancient Egyptian mythology, was a significant goddess associated with mourning, protection, and transition, often considered the counterpart to her sister Isis. Here's an outline of Nephthys' key aspects and characteristics. Nephthys was revered as a goddess of mourning and lamentation. She played a crucial role in funerary practices and was invoked to aid the deceased in their transition to the afterlife. Nephthys was the sister of Isis and the wife of Set, the god of chaos and desert storms. Their union symbolized the duality of creation and destruction, order and chaos. Nephthys had a significant role in the Osiris myth, where she assisted her sister Isis in mourning and aiding Osiris after his murder by Set. She played a maternal role in caring for the infant Horus, son of Osiris and Isis. Nephthys was considered a protective deity, particularly in her role as a guardian of the deceased. She was believed to assist in the judgment of the deceased in the afterlife. In ancient Egyptian art, Nephthys was often depicted as a woman wearing a headdress resembling a house or a basket, symbolizing her nurturing and protective aspects. While primarily associated with mourning and protection, Nephthys also had connections to fertility, birth, and renewal. She was seen as a supportive force in the natural cycles of life and death. Nephthys had cult centers and temples dedicated to her worship, though her cult was not as widespread as those of some other deities. Her veneration often intersected with funerary rituals and practices. Nephthys was part of the Ennead, the group of 9 deities in Heliopolitan theology that included Osiris, Isis, Set, and others. Her presence in the divine pantheon contributed to the cosmic balance and order of the Egyptian worldview. Nephthys' significance lay in her role as a supportive figure in the mythology, particularly in the Osiris myth, and her association with mourning, protection, and the transition to the afterlife. She represented the complementary aspects of life and death, nurturing and mourning, within the complex tapestry of Egyptian mythology. Atum, also known as Tem or Temu, was an ancient Egyptian deity associated with creation, the setting sun, and the evening sun. Atum was one of the primary creator gods in ancient Egyptian mythology. He was believed to have created himself from the primordial waters of chaos, symbolizing self-creation and self-generation. Atum was considered the first god and the source of all existence. Atum was associated with the sun, specifically the setting sun or the evening sun. His association with the sun's setting symbolized the concept of rejuvenation and regeneration, as the sun seemed to die in the west and be reborn in the east. Atum was often depicted as a man wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, symbolizing his dominion over the unified kingdom. Sometimes he was also represented as a man with the head of a snake or a lion, emphasizing his connection to creation and power. Atum was central to the Heliopolitan creation myth, where he was believed to have created the world and other deities through his divine actions or through his words and thoughts. Atum was a part of the Ennead, a group of 9 deities in Heliopolitan theology. The Ennead included other major deities like Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut, Osiris, Isis, Set, and Nephthys. Atum had a strong association with pharaonic power and legitimacy. Pharaohs claimed divine descent from Atum, asserting their divine right to rule as descendants of the creator god. Atum was worshipped in various cult centers throughout Egypt. His cult centers were particularly prominent in Heliopolis, where he was revered as a paramount deity. Atum's significance in Egyptian mythology lies in his role as a creator god and his association with the setting sun and creation from the primordial waters. He represented the power of creation, regeneration, and divine authority, influencing religious beliefs and the ideology of kingship in ancient Egypt. Ptah Ptah was an ancient Egyptian deity associated with craftsmanship, creation, and the patron god of craftsmen, artisans, and architects. Ptah was revered as a creator god, particularly associated with the act of envisioning and bringing things into existence through his thoughts and words. He was believed to have created the world and everything in it by speaking or uttering their names. Ptah was closely linked with craftsmanship, skilled artisans, and creation through manual labor. He was considered the patron of craftsmen, sculptors, and architects. His association with creation extended to artistic and architectural endeavors. Ptah was often depicted as a mummified figure with his hands emerging from the mummy wrappings holding a staff and an ankh, symbolizing life. His headdress was a skull cap or close-fitting crown, emphasizing his role as a deity associated with creative intellect. Ptah was particularly venerated in the city of Memphis, where a grand temple, the Temple of Ptah, was dedicated to his worship. Memphis was the political and cultural center of ancient Egypt for a significant period, and Ptah's influence was profound there. Ptah was part of the Memphis triad along with his wife, the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet, and their son, the youthful god Nefertim. This divine family had a significant cult following in Memphis. Ptah was considered a divine craftsman and architect, credited with creating and designing the cosmic order and architecture of the universe. He was often invoked for guidance and inspiration in artistic and architectural pursuits. Ptah's creative aspect was emphasized in religious texts, particularly in connection to the act of creation through divine utterance, reflecting his significance as a creator god. Ptah's role as a creator deity, patron of craftsmen, and the divine force behind creation through thought and word made him a revered figure in ancient Egyptian mythology. His association with the act of creation and skilled craftsmanship underscored the importance of both intellectual and manual labor in the ancient Egyptian worldview.